My name is Clay Newcomb. I work with MeatEater, and I'm the host of the Bear Grease podcast. So this is a big block of Ozark mountains. This is continuous timber, very little openings, very little cattle pasture, and on most of the public land we'd be hunting here, it'd be all timber. There's three things that stand out to me on this map. I've never seen this, never been here before, but in the Ozarks, benches are going to be places to start looking in the fall for acorns and for deer sign. And there's a good bench right here. A bench is just a flat spot that runs laterally on the mountain, and deer travel these mountains on benches big time. So when you find benches, you're looking for scrapes and rubs and sign, acorns, everything. The second feature that I would be looking for is going to be big fingers that fall off these mountains. So all these big mountains are going to have fingers that fall off of them, and deer use those fingers to come up and down. And there's 1,000 of them even on this screen. So what you need to do is go in and you need to find sign. And the deer are going to be using different fingers at different times. Every year the same finger's not always going to be good. There's going to be years when they're hot and years when they're not. And you just got to find it. But you'll find buck sign, you'll find acorns, you'll find deer sign on these fingers, and you can hunt them in the evenings. Deer are going to be typically bedding high and coming low, but it's all going to be sign dependent. That's the way these deer use these big blocks of national forest, is that spots aren't always good. The third terrain feature that I'm going to be looking for is saddles, which saddles are going to be dips on ridge lines that swag low in between knobs. And I am going to go to the topo here this is not the best example, but there's a little saddle right here. So there's a higher knob, there's a big flat right here, there's a low spot. It just pinches deer down. Basically, you're looking for ways to narrow down the deer travel. And so there's a little saddle right there. There's a big saddle right here. See, there's two knobs. There's a knob here, low spot, narrow spot. That actually could be good. You'd go into that saddle, look for sign, acorns, deer sign, deer droppings, and hunt it. Those would be three things that I would look for in hunting big woods where I'm from.